So, for some of you who don't know, I am the illustrious Perry James, and you're watching Hashtag Truth with Scott Larson. Cut! Somebody get that Zuckerberg guy on the phone. We gotta get Larson shut down.
Watch it all fall down around you now. Was it ever really worth it? Having your kingdom crumble to the ground because you never had the courage. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
L&L Fence Company, specializing in custom fencing from wood and aluminum to chain link. 9331 Albemarle Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. Give them a call today for your free estimate. 704-563-9544. L&L Fence Company, the king in custom fencing.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a fun night tonight. Hello and welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight we have the one, the only Kevina here on Hashtag Truth. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Get it right. It's the San Francisco treat, sexy Kevina.
The San Francisco treat, sexy Kevina. Okay, I got you. First time ever interviewing you. I'm going to make a mistake or two.
That's right. Try not to do it again.
Okay, I won't. I'll try not to. All right, first question I always ask everybody that comes on Hashtag Truth is, how did you get started in the business, and how long have you been in it? And we're just going to wrap it all up in one question. And who started training you?
Oh, I've been in it about 30 years. A guy called Alex Shane. He lived in the same area up in Virginia that I lived in, and he was probably one of the best independent wrestlers around the area at that time till he got injured. And he's trained several guys, me and the Midnight Mauler, Steve Harris. He's trained several. So.
Okay. So you started, and how long ago was that? You said over 20 years, 30 years?
30 years.
30 years. You've been, wow. So you're a woolly veteran. I love it. I
started out refereeing for Bo James down in Kingsport.
Okay.
And I did it several years, and kind of got tired of it and wanted to do something different.
I know you play your character. I know you put your real name up there, Kevin Edwards. If you guys want to check out all his wrestling pictures and things like that, he's on Facebook under Kevin Edwards. His character is Kevina. And I've got to ask you, this is kind of out of character, but what brought on Kevina?
The guy that trained me, Alex Shane.
Okay.
It was a dare. He dared me to just go out one night. It was in Chilhowie, Virginia. And it started out simple: earrings, lipstick, some makeup. And I just built my character up after that. And
I got you. So I mean, so you've challenged many women in the sport, along with men, of course. But
oh yeah.
Have you ever held a woman's title?
I've held several, and I'm the current Antarctic world ladies champion.
Okay, I love that. That is simply amazing.
You know, there's a lot of women over in Antarctic.
Right. Mary Tedder, welcome to Hashtag Truth, man. She's like a stalker to me now. I love it. She's coming to us from YouTube. She said, "Hi, Scott and Kevina." Madison Hope said, "I am glad to see you at Hillsville." Janet Baldwin said, "Hello, Scott. How you doing, Janet? Welcome to Hashtag Truth." Crystal Hudson, New Millennium Championship Wrestling in the house. Always glad to see them here. Bree Stone said, "Hi, Scott. How are you?" "I'm doing great, Bree. I'm sitting here interviewing Miss Kevina for hashtag tonight. And Facebook user said Funky Cole Kevina. Playing off the old song Funky Cole Medina. I got you. That's great. So you started playing this gimmick Kevina, and things started rolling along, and you said you built up the character. Do you play? I say play, which is really stupid. Do you wrestle as Kevin Edwards outside of this, or is this your full-time gimmick?
No, this is it.
This is you. Okay, I got you. I love it. See, I love that. And of course, I'm pretty sure that you've gotten where you went to some places and you've gotten the bad publicity, bad press, people wondering, why would you do something like this? What do you say to those people?
All I can say is step into the ring and I'll show you.
I love that answer. That is a great answer, because I love this gimmick for two reasons. One is you're okay with everything that you're doing, and it's awesome, and you're playing your character to the fullest. I've talked to some people at Wasp and at other places that you've wrestled over the last couple of days, and they said, man, when you come through that curtain, you're Kevina. There ain't nothing else. You're Kevina. And I love that. And it's got to make you feel good that a lot of people know who you are in the area.
Yeah, it does. I'm getting the age where I can't do the stuff anymore, but I'm going to do it as long as I can do it. And
and that's always, it's got to be fun. Over 30 years. I mean, it's got to be great. We're gonna ask you some of the wrestlers that you like to wrestle. So who's your biggest enemy and things like that. But we're gonna get back to some of these. Another person who forgot, guys. If you see this video, especially if you're in a group, go to the top of the video and it'll ask for permission for your name. Click on that, give them permission, and when you click on this, it'll give me your name so I know who you are. But this person said, good evening. Mary Tedder said, Sam Street has beat you 2 times.
Sam Street. I give her credit. She's a competitor. She just pulled a fast one on me twice. In Hillsville, we had me and her and Sasaki. We double teamed her. And she still came out on top.
So you and Sasaki double teamed to beat the crap out of her. She kept coming back. I mean, that's wow.
Yeah,
that shows how resilient she really is. Madison wants to know, did you ever stand hell match? I don't understand that. Did you ever stand hell match? Madison, we have no idea what you're saying. You're going to have to redo that question where we can understand it. Joseph said Sam Street is awesome. We both agree Sam Street is pretty awesome. But you're claiming that she pulled the wool over your eyes both times. Are you saying she cheated?
Yeah. Well, we were wrestling for the Antarctic title, and here comes the Wasp commissioner, DP Holiday, out and says, no, we're not doing that. And he said, we're going to have a new Wasp ladies champion tonight. And it just took me out of the game because I was, you was
ready to defend your title, and they threw another title at you.
They threw it at, and it messed me up. So I'll blame that on DP Holiday. But
okay, I'm pretty sure DP Holiday would have something to say about that if he's watching or if he watches this in the near future.
If anybody saw, she pulled my panties on the finish when she pinned me.
Oh, Sam Street said, sounds like excuses.
Our paths are going to cross again.
I
Very
bet they
soon.
will. I bet they will. Oh man, I can't believe she's watching, and this is great. So, who in the last 30 years of you being Kevina, who was that? Who was that big arch enemy of yours that you always loved getting into the ring with?
Midnight Mauler. Me and him's been battling for 30 years.
Midnight Mauler, a rivalry that's carried on for 30 years.
Yep.
Wow. See, I love stuff like that.
And we will probably have our last match against each other when we both hang it up.
Referee Youngblood said Sam took you to the street.
Yeah, that's the problem. He can't see.
Maybe he needs my prescription.
He needs a double set of them because he sure can't see.
Oh, Aftershocks. And I'm going to say it again since I wasn't seen. Funky Cole Kevina. Lyle, you ever had issues wrestling as a female or as a seemingly straight? Oh, have you ever had any issues wrestling as Kevina is what he's asking.
Have I had any issues?
People not liking that, you're dressed up as a girl, this and that, or being a girl.
I've been punched. I've been slapped. I've been kicked. I've had drinks through my face. I've had to sit in buildings for the law to come so the fans would leave. I've been followed.
Wow. That's a lot for a wrestling character. I mean, that's crazy. And at no time ever did you think, man, I need to quit doing this.
No, I had a knife. I was in the ring one night over in Southwest Virginia. A guy
literally pulled a knife on you.
He had a knife out in the crowd, and I couldn't get out of the ring.
Oh my goodness. That is wow. Now that's taking it way too far. I'm sorry. I mean, that's crazy. No matter what the reasoning is, that is beyond. Mary said, "Stop crying." Mary's talking about Miss Street beating you. She said, "Stop crying." She beat you fair and square.
No, she pulled my panties.
She pulled your pants. She held your panties up. On the roll up.
Yes.
Oh man, see, you can't do that, Sam. You can't do that. That's not good.
She turned the silly. I had some silly string, and she turned the nozzle around on me when I was going to spray it, and it sprayed my own eyes.
Oh man, so your plan backfired, and then she rolled you up and held your panties. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Man, that's a bad night for you, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Somebody who forgot to give the permission for the name said, "How long have you been in the business?" I'll answer that because you've answered it like 3 times. He's been in the business for 30 plus years. 30 plus years, folks. Sean Duffy said, "Hello and good evening from Fallon, Nevada." Sean is one of my biggest fans ever. He's watched almost every hashtag Truth over the years. Appreciate it, Sean. We are here talking with Kevina, and I'm going to get it wrong again. I forgot. The San Francisco, was it the San Francisco Hottie?
Treat.
The San Francisco Treat. Okay, the San Francisco Treat.
Like Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco Treat.
I got you. I'm old enough to remember those commercials. I got you. Yeah. Aaron Adams said Sam's better. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, gosh.
Sam said, "Scott, you honestly believe this mess? You can't honestly believe this mess." Well, I mean, he's telling me that this happened. I have no video proof either here nor there. So, Sam, if you got video proof, send it to me. I'll be more than happy to put it up here, and we will go over that without a doubt.
She will doctor the film. I know how she is.
She'll doctor the film. I love that. I love that without a doubt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Kevina. We're going to be here for the next 45 minutes. I'm going to hit this first commercial break, and when we get out, you guys give questions, comments, anything. I'll put them up on the screen, and let's have a good night. We'll be right back after this quick message from Bath Fitters.
Bath Fitter doesn't just fit your bath. we fit your life. When you're tired of looking at your tired old bath, we fit your style with hundreds of design options. When a normal day is anything but normal, we fit your schedule with our unique tub-over-tub process installed in as little as a day. When high quality is the only quality that matters, we fit your standards with a lifetime guarantee. Bathfitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
All right, go to bathfitter.com and get your free consultation for the bathroom of your dreams. We are here talking with Kevina. And Kevina, you have the only time I've seen or heard of you has been for this promotion right here that I've got on my big screen for WASP Wrestling All-Star Promotions. Tell me how you came to be in WASP.
I don't really know. I went to work a show. I worked, they had two girls there, Brittany Diamond and Rebecca Lynn. So we started battling several years ago.
Okay.
They
so
wanted
you
somebody
just
to come
added
in
to
and
the
beat
women's division out there at WASP is basically how it happened.
Yeah, I went in and just beat all of them up. That's just.
We're going to get into that a little deeper. Sean said rice-a-roni. Madison said, did you been ever last? Oh, have you ever been in a last woman standing match? Okay, now I get it.
In the last woman standing match.
Instead of a last man standing, a last woman standing. He's never been in one. Oh,
they usually
Missy
don't
said
last
hello
long.
from Nebo. Nebo. I you know what? I never. It makes me laugh saying Nebo, North Carolina. I don't know why. I know it's probably a great town, and we're gonna visit it this Saturday. But Nebo, North. I just laughed. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
I know there's a Nebo, Virginia too.
There's a Nebo, Virginia also?
Yes.
Boy, those Nebos get around, don't they?
Yeah.
Joseph said, I'm liking Sam more and more. Cheating is perfectly acceptable. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Missy said, Kevina, your hair is on point today, but you have a little lipstick on your teeth. There you go. Oh my goodness, long time no see. Smiley Feel Good is on hashtag truth. Yes, he said, what's up, Scott? I am here talking with Kevina Smiley. Ask him a question, give him a comment. He's been in the business 30 years doing Kevina, and he has wrestled all over as this character. Sam said, no cheating involved, my friend. She won that match fair and square is what she's claiming.
She's not been in the ring like me with the competition. I've wrestled Jimmy Valiant. I wrestled him in his last match. I've been in the ring with the Rock and Roll Express, late Tracy Smothers, Buddy Landell. Just name a few.
You wrestled with some of the greats that I love. Some of those guys wrestled at Continental Championship Wrestling back in the day.
Yeah,
and I loved watching them. The Smothers. Oh man, they were some great wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
Sam. Yeah. Missy said, Chris Thunder Anderson says hello, Kevina. Uh-oh.
I don't want to mess with him.
You don't want to mess with Chris Thunder Anderson? Why not? I mean, yeah.
No, he's a little big for me.
Oh, he's a little big for you. Okay, I got you. I can't. I would honestly tell you the truth. I'd be scared if I came into a dark alley and there was Chris Thunder Anderson too. I'd be running the other way too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I've run from him a few times. So,
Missy Childers wants to know. She says you've counted a lot of lights.
What?
I think she means being on your back in the 1, 2, 3. You've seen a lot of lights. I'm thinking. I don't know. What did you mean exactly by that, Miss Missy?
Where is she from?
They're going to give you the business. You know they're going to give you the business.
She must be
Because
from
Sam is well loved, and everybody that you've wrestled in this area is well loved. And from what I'm hearing, you get the job done, no matter how it has to get done, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not scared to use a chain, choke, slap.
Missy says he was name dropping all the guys he has wrestled. Okay.
Oh.
Over 30 years, I guess I would name drop a few times too, because 30 years is a long time in this business. If you've lasted, I mean, your body and you have to be really healthy to last 30 years in this business. I'm pretty sure over 30 years, you've had a few aches and pains.
Yeah, right now I've got cracked ribs, a messed up knee, fractured wrist, and a messed up shoulder.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know Sam beat you that bad.
Hey.
I just had to do it. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I've had my butt whipped worse by girls than I have any guy.
Now that I do believe, and I'm wholehearted. The Scouts honor, I do believe that. Because I'm sorry, if you ask me right now, the women's division in wrestling and WWE and AEW are outperforming the men every night, and that's just my opinion.
Yes.
Madison said Kevina is better. You got a fan in Madison.
All
Missy
right.
said he has gotten beaten a lot and he lays down for the 1, 2, 3. Exactly. I thought that's what you meant. Yep. Psycho the Clown said, I would love to slap sexy Kevina around. Ooh.
Oh my. He don't weigh 40 pounds wet. How's he going to slap me around?
He said he doesn't even weigh 40 pounds soaking wet, and he couldn't do that anyway. I love it.
I used to punch my granny right in the mouth. So don't think I wouldn't punch him. So.
Oh my goodness, you punched you had a fight with your grandma and you punched. Wow, that's mean. That's mean right there. That's when you know you're mean.
That's right.
Referee Youngblood said, calling it down the middle, I have to say, Kevina does bring a great show. There you go. And I've heard that a lot too, Referee Youngblood. I have. Mary says, in the last 30 years, who has been your toughest opponent? That's got to be hard. 30 years worth. Think about that. 30 years. If you wrestle, even if you only wrestle one weekend a month, that's 12 times a year. And I know you probably wrestled more, but that's 12 times a year. 12 times 30 is a lot. That's over 300 people right there. So, good grief. If you could think of one, who is your toughest competitor ever?
Brandy Wine. Do you know Brandy Wine?
No, I don't, but Brandy Wine, I'm going to have to look it up.
Out of Charlotte.
I will definitely. I will definitely. Is it Brandy? Brandy, is that a male or that's a female name?
Female, yes.
Yes, Brandy Wine. I'm gonna have to look her up. I don't know her off the top of my head, but I will definitely look her up.
And Midnight Mauler.
And Midnight Mauler. Oh my goodness. Have you ever?
I've beat a few midgets up in my time too.
You beat a few midgets. I love that. I love that. So, have you ever used your sexiness to interfere in a match? To give somebody, one of your friends, a win?
What's that?
Have you ever used your sexiness in a match to give one of your friends a win?
Plenty times.
I'm scared to ask this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So what did you do up on the apron or out on the side, on the outside to get the ref's attention?
I've usually, a lot of times I'll pull my panties down.
Oh my goodness. Now I've seen pictures of you on your Facebook page. Again, you go to Kevin Edwards and you can see better pictures. You come out in this pink, I call it a tutu. I don't know what you would call it, but
The tutu's retired now.
oh, the tutu's retired, but okay, so I am saying it right. You come out in this pink tutu, and that was the picture that I used to get people to watch the show. And I love that. I love that outfit. What brought about the pink tutu?
Do you know Stan Lee?
Yes, very much so.
His wife, ex-wife, made that for me several years ago, and she just thought it would be cute, so she dared me to wear it, so I wore it.
Oh wow, that is terrific. I love it though. I love it. I mean, if you're gonna be full Kevina, if you're gonna be the sexy one, if you're gonna be the rice-a-roni treat, the San Francisco treat, you got to come out with the full, the tutu and I love it. You always have a sexy Kevina shirt on, and how'd you come up with the jacket?
This jacket?
Yeah, I've seen you wear. I've seen some pictures with you wearing jackets with hearts on it, and things like that. Where'd you come up with that?
It's a Walmart special off of the
Is that a nightie jacket? Is that like a nightie
jacket?
I love it. I'm telling you, I love that. I'm gonna have to come up to Tennessee and watch you perform one night. It'll be a treat for me, man. That is great. Oh my gosh, you got a lot of people. Let's see. I think this is where I left off. Missy said, in all honesty, Kevina is a really good talent. I love to watch him wrestle and give him a hard time. Madison said, I hope you get to feeling better soon with all your cracked ribs and all your other stuff. That's what she was talking about, I believe. What great match. What is your greatest match that you were in, that you believe you were in?
We were me, Stan Lee, Drake Tungsten. We wrestled at Duke Fest. We had Duke Fest, the Dukes of Hazzard. We did it several years, and it was me, Stan Lee, and Drake Tungsten against Rock and Roll Express and Jimmy Valiant, and it was.
That's a lot of big names on one show. Let me tell you.
I don't know how many thousand were there at it, but we had to fight our way through the crowd. It was just awesome to be in there.
So it was the crowd was chaotic and awesome, was what you're saying. They were just screaming and
yeah,
that is cool, man. I love to see crowds like that. I'm a crowd person. I'm a fan person. Everything I do is about the fans. And when I'm at a wrestling show, man, I can't be quiet. I've got to be the loudest guy there, or at least in competition with whoever thinks they're going to be. You know what I'm saying? When I go to a wrestling show, I want to have fun. I'm there to scream. It's just like, to me, it's like being at a concert. If you go to a concert to your favorite singer, group, whatever, and you just sit on your hands, what's the sense of buying a ticket? Go to have fun. Scream at them. Boo the bad guys. Cheer the good guys. That's what they want anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been a fan since I was 6 years old. I was Rip Hawk and Sweet Hansen back in the days. You remember them guys?
I don't. I came right after that. Like I told you, I started watching Continental Championship Wrestling in the early 80s. And that's where I came in. And, of course, I watched earlier than that now. I watched all of it now, as much of the older stuff that I can, because I'm an old school guy. I like the old school wrestling. I always have. I always will. If you fly off the top rope, good for you. But I like two men to get in there, wrestle it out, duke it out. One of my favorite wrestlers I was watching last night, I was watching oh gosh, I blanked out. But I was watching Continental last night, and I was watching some of my favorite wrestlers wrestle, and it was so much fun. And one of them that wrestled there at Continental does a gimmick similar to yours, and I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. Oh, the things that I could do to you. He'd kiss people.
Adrian Street.
Adrian Street. There you go.
Exotic Adrian Street. I love
The
him.
exotic Adrian Street. I watched him all the time, and I loved the gimmick. I mean, he was great. He even had his wife, you know, as the manager, and they're still going strong today. Of course, he's bald. He's a little bit older now, you know, but he's still going strong today, man. Is that sort of what you thought of when you thought of the Kevina gimmick that you're doing?
Yeah, I did.
There you go.
I talked to him on Facebook sometimes.
Oh, man, I'm jealous. I am so jealous. He was one of my favorite characters growing up, man. People was like, you like him? Yes. Yes, he's exotic. He was exactly what he was. He was exotic to the extreme. And he liked doing promos and things like that. And it was beautiful. Now, you said earlier, and I don't want to keep reiterating it, but you know, nowadays it's kind of hit or miss whether people like, you know, men to be women characters and things like that. It's kind of hit or miss. A lot of time, depending on what town you go in, there might be a lot of miss, and you might get the knives and the you know, police have to escort you out. What is the worst situation you ever had with playing Kevina?
It was that one night we had and I don't know what I did to this guy. He had a belt and he was swinging it. And, I know what it was. I went out to be the special guest referee because, you know, well, we had the young guns, Scott Sterling and Jeff Lovin against Cherokee Renegade. Lord rest his soul. He passed away here a few months ago. And George Youngblood, he's passed away too. Right. Well, when I ref, I always get cramps in my elbows, and you know, and
it's hard when you have to get down on them elbows and count that. I mean, it hurts, especially
with the good guys trying to pin the bad guys. You know, it's
right.
And I cheated. I've cheated the Indians, so I could not get out of the ring. This guy took his belt off and was swinging it. Well, we had to do something really fast, so I told them to take me in and shoot me across and give me a chop.
As a referee, that you just said, take me and just hit me, right?
Hit me, give me a chop. So they shot me off and give me a chop. The guy was fine. But he wasn't fine. He wasn't fine. He waited in the parking lot on me.
Oh, snap.
So he went off. Well, they had called a law, made him leave. Okay. It was in Atkins, Virginia. I promote shows up there. I've been running up there for 26 years, my own shows.
Awesome.
And I worked up on the hill for a company, third shift, and I got off that morning, and I was sitting there in my car, and I looked at this guy, and he stopped and looked at me. He was going to the gas pumps, and
it was the same guy.
It was the same guy, and I froze.
Of course, you're not in gimmick now. You're just getting off work or going to work, and
I was getting off work in the morning.
Okay.
Well, he pulls his car up beside me.
Okay.
And I'm reading a paper, and I'm froze, and he's just. I didn't know if he was going to shoot me or whatever. So I sat there for like 20 minutes, and every time I'd look out of the corner of my eye, he was just pointing his finger and going crazy. I said, well, I can't sit here. So I back up. He starts following me. And 81 and 11 run parallel to each other.
Yes, they do.
And then there's the service road up where the factories are. Well, he got behind me and chased me up.
He was literally following you.
Yes.
That's dangerous. Now, see, that's where it goes way overboard of being a fan. That is that is something that, you know, I'm sorry, you deserve to go to jail for something like that. That's too far.
He chased me for about 15 minutes, and I finally lost him and went back up to work, my building where I worked, and I sent my boss down, and he went to check and made sure he wasn't down there. And to this day, I've never seen him again.
But that's just crazy, man. I mean, he
was,
got mad at a character at a wrestling show.
Yes.
And I'm going to put this in you know, big picture. He got mad at a wrestler at doing a character at a wrestling show. Saw you out in public at a gas station.
Yes.
Followed you all the way back to your work because you had to go somewhere to be safe, and I understand that. You went back into your work, told your boss about it, and he made sure that he was gone, and you never saw him again.
Never saw him again.
That's dangerous, man. I mean, that's crazy. To me, that's just crazy. That is totally nuts. I don't care who you are or what kind of character you're playing. It's wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy. That is beyond. I'm glad you're okay, sir. I really am. That to me is beyond. I'm for booing the bad guy, getting mad, blah blah blah. You know, but it's not a real mad. You know, when the match is over, the show's over, you go home, you talk about the matches with your family on the way home because that's what everybody wants you to do. You know, give me something to invest in so I can come back the next show. But there shouldn't be hate in your heart for what people are doing in a wrestling ring ever.
You know, I didn't know if he had a gun or what. I was just.
Dude, so, I'm like I said, I'm glad, and I didn't mean to call you dude. That was disrespectful. But I'm just happy you're okay. It just blows my mind that somebody would be that upset over a character. That just blows my mind, man. Thank you for sharing that with us, man, because people need to realize it's a show. It's a show. It's like going to the movies. When you're done with the movie, you don't go chasing down some movie. You don't go chasing down some movie star because you hated him, right?
No.
Come on, folks. That's crazy. All right, let's get back to some of these because they're building up. Joseph Burns said, somebody book Scott versus Kevina. No. I'm not letting Kevina whoop my tail. I'm not a wrestler. I haven't been trained. He's got 30 years on me. No. That ain't happening. Sorry. Amanda said, or you like to claim that his opponent pulled your hair that you don't even have much of to distract the refs. She said, you like to distract the refs with the hair pull that you don't have. I see okay. So once the wig comes off, okay, I see what she's saying now. I got you. Missy Childers wants to know, do you still use the Hillary mask?
No, I gave that to Daniel Harshberger. He does the, I can't remember what gimmick he does, but he's pretty popular. He'd been on CNN.
So you were coming out in a Hillary. We're talking about Hillary Clinton, correct?
Yeah. I had a Hillary.
Oh my gosh, I would have laughed. You would have had to have picked a 455-pound man up off the floor. I would have been laughing so hard at that. That would have been yes. That's great.
I talked to Hillary a lot. You know, I did at the time.
Okay. I would have laughed. That would have been great. Psycho the Clown said you stole it from your grandma. Oh God. Here's that 40-pound soaking wet guy still trying to be relevant, right?
I will be back to Wasp next. No, I don't know when I'll be back. So
well, I hope you'll be back soon, and I hope you go in there and you show a couple of these Mad Faction guys how to wrestle. Go in there and show them how to do your thing. Oh, Mr. Shock said you done slipped into something comfortable for #truth. That's what I'm talking about. I like it. I like all of it. I'm not going to lie to you. Mary said, who has been your toughest opponent in Wasp?
Over the years, probably Brady Hawks.
Oh, now that I can see. That I could see. Even though Brady doesn't wrestle anymore at Wasp, he lost a loser lead time with his partner. But you know, that's sad. That's sad to know. But I'm glad to hear that you thought he was the toughest guy. I'm pretty sure that he'll put respect behind that too. Kevin Tedder, the husband, I believe. Who has been your most favorite opponent?
Jimmy Valiant.
The man, Jimmy the man. I love it. I bet you two. Now, I bet that was an old school match from start to finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, we've probably been in the ring 100 times with each other.
Oh, I love that. That is cool. Joseph wants to know, what advice do you give to wrestlers following in your footsteps?
In my footsteps. Like my gimmick,
Probably.
nobody will ever match me. So
I love that. They can try to imitate, but they'll never be me. I like that. I like that a lot. Amanda. Oh, Amanda doesn't like you very much. She said, once a cheater, always a cheater.
who is this Amanda?
I don't know. Amanda Huff.
Oh, she's one of them fans that. Yeah.
Brad says the brain. No, I'm not the brain tonight. I'm Scott Larson, but thanks, Brad. I appreciate that. Missy said, Kevina, you should come out to Adrian old school music one time for me. Yes, I would love to see you come out to What I Wouldn't Do for You.
I did the little skip a few years ago.
Oh, I would love to see you do that again. I would pay money to come see that. That would be great.
I may have to do that.
Brad said, is that Kevina? Yes, it is, Brad. Right here in the flesh on #truth.
Who is Brad?
Brad is a friend of mine from Canada. He informs me of all the Canadian wrestling that's going on up there. We are a part of a promo league where we do wrestling promos and act like we're wrestling each other through promos. So he's in that with me, and he calls me the Brain because that's my character. I'm called the Brain. You know, I got the googly glasses and all that. So, but Marquine McQueen said, I'll be coming to Wasp real soon. The Juke and Jive King will make his debut. I'm glad to hear that, Marquine. Awesome. He said, thanks to Missy Childers. She's awesome too, of course. Teresa said he won't mind if you call him Miss Dude.
Miss Dude.
So apparently Miss Teresa Holston calls you Miss Dude.
It's wonder she hadn't called me Sugar Britches.
Sugar Britches. Now that's an old-fashioned Southern name if I haven't heard one in a while. Well, there it is. Or call him Sugar Britches. He loves it. See, she just said it. Or call him Sugar Britches. He loves it.
Excuse me.
Luke Childers on #truth. Luke, my buddy, what's going on, man? Ask a question of Kevina right here. We've been talking to him. We're going to hit this last commercial break, though. And then we're going to be at our last segment. I'm going to come right out of that segment with a question. I love asking all the wrestlers, and I'm definitely interested to hear what Kevina has for an answer to this question. But we'll be right back after this short message from the South Carolina Education Lottery.
Have you heard from Zuri? She's supposed to be getting her tickets.
I have our tickets.
No, our Cash Pop tickets. Your numbers are 1 through 5, Zuri's are 6 through 10, and mine are 11 to 15. We're a guaranteed win.
And when Zuri wins, we all win.
Backstage passes?
You for real?
Yep.
Pick as many numbers between 1 and 15 as you like. If we draw your number, you win. Yeah, you heard that right. Cash Pop. It's the light of the party.
There you go. Cash Pop from the South Carolina Lottery. It's that easy. Just pick a number 1 through 15. If they pull your number, you win money. How much easier can it be? Cash Pop from the South Carolina Lottery. Oh, Missy's got a great question. But Missy, wait a minute. I'm going to ask my question. I love asking all wrestlers that come on my show this question. And you've been in the business for 30 years. So this is a long time with all the stuff, all the knowledge that you have in your brain of professional wrestling, what would the Kevina of today tell the Kevina that stepped into the ring for the first time? What would you tell that Kevina back then with all the knowledge you know now?
Probably do the same thing I've done.
Okay. No regrets. I like that. No regrets. That's good. I've never had that answer. That's a first time answer, sir, and I loved it. I love that answer. Here's another question from Missy. Missy wants to know, who is your Mount Rushmore? Let's do Indies. Who is your Indies Mount Rushmore?
My Indies and Mount Rushmore.
4 of the greatest Indies wrestlers you know. Give me 4 great names.
Damian Wayne.
Ooh. Never had Damian Wayne put on a Mount Rushmore. That's awesome, though. I love him.
Stan Lee.
Stan Lee, great.
Chase Owens.
Chase Owens. 3 good ones so far. All right, last one. You got to make it good.
Let me think here.
30 years is a lot of wrestlers to process through your mind.
Alex Shane's my other one. The guy that trained me.
Go.
He was trained by Ivan Koloff, so you know he was trained right.
He was trained tough. He was trained old school way, man. And
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you, there's not many wrestlers today, and we're going to talk about that for a few minutes now that you mentioned that. There's not a lot of wrestlers today that could go through the old school training. There's a few teachers out there that are still doing it. If you go to Dr. Tom Pritchard, if you go to a few of them guys out there, they still teach the old school way. I mean, they'll run you till you throw up. They'll work you out and make you run the ropes till you throw up. If you don't throw up, then you're not there to work hard. If you throw up and quit, you know what I'm saying?
We didn't get in the ring for 2 months. We trained on the ground.
Exactly. I can't remember who was it that trained. One of the old school trainers trained in a barn. It was in their backyard. It was a barn he had. And there was a lot of great wrestlers that came out of that barn. But if you went in there, he tried to make you quit. That was his goal, to make you quit. And if you didn't quit, you shot right to the top at whatever wrestling place you went to, because, man, I'm telling you, they couldn't get you tired. They couldn't make you sweat hard enough, because that man already did it. He already did it. And I can't think of the name. Missy wants to know Eddie Golden. What about Eddie Golden?
Eddie's up there too. Yep.
Eddie Golden. Very good, man.
Eddie Golden and Stan Lee was partners. I used them on shows years ago as the Beautiful Blondes.
There you go. There you go.
They were.
I remember that tag team. Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so. What about the Tennessee Stud?
Ron Fuller.
Ron Fuller.
Yeah.
That was another guy that was at Continental. He used to have his Tennessee stud stable and had all his guys in there. I was watching again. I was watching that last night and having a great time with that. And they were trying to get the mask off of what's his name? I always forget his name. Oh man, I'm losing my mind. But anyway, too much medicine. But so again, going back to the old school training, what style? What would you call your style of wrestling? If somebody were to ask you, what style of wrestler are you? What would you give them as an answer?
I just call it sneaky.
Sneaky. Okay.
Sneaky,
I got you.
and I run a lot. I take a lot of shortcuts.
I got you. So you sort of do the Miz style of wrestling. If you know who the Miz in WWE is, you do the Miz. You kind of run until they turn their back, and now I got their back. Okay, boom, and then you hit them.
especially in a tag match. I let them get them down. Then I go in. As soon as they start coming back, I have to make a tag.
There you go. Bob Armstrong. There you go. The bullet. Thank you, Missy. I couldn't think of Bob Armstrong to save my life. Thank you, Missy. I appreciate it. Willie Mead said sissified. Some of these people that are being trained nowadays, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm old school. Some of these trainers that aren't, old school trainers, I won't say they're all bad, but some of them don't train properly, not to the full degree that these wrestlers need to be trained. Just going to say it that way.
Willie Mead was trained rough too with Iron Cross. You know what you're doing when you come out from over.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest to get Mr. Mead on the show. Hopefully next week. Hopefully I can get him on board next week. I'm gonna get a hold of him. Greg Russell said the gimmick works for itself. Your gimmick works for itself. It really does.
That's Alex Shane right there. That was the guy that trained me.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And it does. The gimmick does work for itself because, I mean, all you got to do is be brave enough to put it on. once you got over that, everything else just falls into place. I mean, it's
a lot of guys say you got the biggest gonads that
right.
Ever
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I could do it. I could do it a one and done type thing, but not 30 years. There's no way.
I've wore dresses. I had a lady intoxicated one night pulling me through the ropes with a dress, beating me up.
Greg said he talked you into it. He did admit that. He did say that when I asked him at the beginning who trained him in that. He did say that. So if you go back and watch the beginning of the show, he did call you by name and he did say that you were the one who brought the gimmick to him. He did it. He did say that. Kevin said you put me in mind of Jerry the King Lawler. That's high praise right there because I grew up around Memphis, and that's high praise.
Hey, one of these nights that you need somebody, you need to get Greg Russell on there, Alex Shane.
I will definitely do that, sir. I will definitely. Greg, get a hold of me after the show for a couple of reasons. One of them is I'd like to get you on the show. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, he was one of the best in the independent circuit until he had an injury. So
he knows his stuff. Mary Tedder said, if you had a choice, which one of the Mad Faction would you like to be in the ring with?
What's her name? The little one?
Oh, Sister L. Sister L?
Yeah. I think I can take her.
Kevina wants a piece of Sister L.
I'm no dummy.
But no matter which one you get, it's going to be 5-on-1 by the end of the night, right?
Yeah.
You better pick up the pink telephone and call some of your friends because you're going to need them. Willie Mead said, Kevin, the he-man, she-man of the old school workers and great at it. Got the storyline going. That's what I'm talking about.
I wasn't there the other night. I was supposed to be in a 6-man with Don Wright and Wayne Rogers.
Okay.
Against Midnight Mauler, Willie Mead, and Minnie Muda. But I got some injuries, so
I'm sorry to hear that. That would have been a great match. I would have loved to seen that match. Greg said, would love to be on your show. Sir, get a hold of me after the show, and I will set you up with a date. I promise. Me and you will get together on a date for you to be on #Truth. He said, old age.
Greg's he's a battler. He had brain cancer a couple years ago, and he's survived, and he's still tough. He's my best buddy.
I don't have brain cancer, but I have a couple of rocks up here that I've been told about, and it's been doing all kinds of havoc on my health for the last 15 years. So I can understand that. They taken one off of my pituitary gland. I had a rock on my pituitary gland right behind my nose in here in my brain, and they had to go up through my nose to get it out. So yeah, It's nothing to play with, man. I would love to hear your story, Greg, without a doubt. I'll definitely get a hold of me, and we will definitely. He said sinus cancer, knothead. He called you a knothead. He said science cancer, knothead. So you had cancer of your sinus tubes. Oh, snap.
Yeah, they had I think they had to reconstruct his face or something. I can't remember.
Ouch. Now there's now if you're a wrestler going up against him, there's a joke or two in there. But as far as what he went through, that's no joke. That is definitely cancer is nothing to play with. And I'm glad to see you're still with us, Greg. I really am, sir. So we're down to our last 5 minutes. If you have any comments or questions for Kevina, I would love to hear them. He's been a great sport through this whole thing, telling us about the gimmick and everything. Willie Mead said, I understand being scared is okay, but we will make it a time and place for us old schoolers to do some house raising. Do wish you the best.
I'll be back.
Greg said, thank you. There you go. I mean, much respect. I mean, you guys are the ones, 30-year veterans like yourself, like Greg, like Mead, and all these guys don't get enough credit and should, the younger kids should realize when they go to a wrestling show, they need to, listen to everything you say, or at least ask you a question or two and be respectful, and don't be stupid when you get the answer, even if it's the answer you don't want to hear. You guys are going to teach them. You know what I'm saying? But
there's really no respect in the dressing room anymore. The young guys, wow. I ain't saying it everywhere, but when we go in a dressing room, we shake hands with everybody. That's what Greg taught, and he was taught that. And now it's just they come in the ring, come in the room. But you hit some of them that's been trained right. They do it, but
that's unbelievable. That's like when you enter the ring, you always wipe your feet. When I see a wrestler, I don't care if you're good or bad. When I see a wrestler, and now if you're doing a run in or something, I can understand you can't stop mid slide to wipe your feet. I get it. Yeah. But if you're doing an actual, walk up to the ring with your music and all that, and you don't wipe your feet, I lose all respect for you. As a fan, I lose all respect. Because you should respect every single person that came before you in this wrestling business. And I'm just a fan saying that. So imagine what the other wrestlers are thinking. Just saying. Greg wants to know, and this will be your last question, sir. Who has been your toughest opponent? He wants to know. Your trainer wants to know. Who has been your toughest opponent?
Him.
He said you, Greg. How many times has student wrestled teacher?
Not many.
Oh, okay. So that'll be a good match then. I would love to see that. Greg said he'll get my info from you. All you got to do is look up my name, sir, which is right here on Facebook, and you'll see my hashtag true symbol. And all you got to do is send me a message or a friend request. As a matter of fact, I'll do it to you as soon as we get off of here. That way we can talk. Willie Mead said Iron Cross taught me respect until they don't give it back and you lose it with them at the same time.
Yeah.
And they're laughing. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. So usually I give a big 5-minute thing, but unfortunately we only have 2 minutes left. Where are you going to be in the near future? Are you planning on wrestling here in the near future at any place? And can you give us where you're going to be at, where we can come see you?
Right now, I was supposed to be at the New River Valley Fair with All-Star Wrestling next Saturday, but I can't.
Because of your injuries, correct?
Yes. And okay. I have my own show October 14th in Atkins, Virginia.
Please send me that poster, sir. I would love to publish it on my page.
Sam Street's going to be there. Sasaki's going to be there. Scott Storm, Midnight Mauler, Minnie Muda. The statement, Eric Porter,
Wow.
Scotty Rocker, Yale Man, I can't, Wayne Rogers and Don Wright,
Wow.
Willie, I'm trying to think, I can't remember who else is on it.
Wow. Well, please send me the poster, sir. I would love to put it up on my page and promote it for you a little bit. I'll even promote it on hashtag. After you send it, I'll download it and put it up here. And there, for one of my commercials, I'll put it up as a promotion.
Okay. Sure
I would
will.
love that. Greg said, enjoyed the show. I appreciate that. He also said, Alex Shane meet and greet.
Yes, we're going to have at Food Country that day, October 14th. There's going to be Alex Shane, Marge in Charge, Allison from Moonshiners. I can't remember who else, but
wow,
he's
definitely send me that information. I would love to promote that for you guys, without a doubt, man. My page is public. It's got over, I think right now it's got 1,900 people on it. I would love to definitely promote, and my page is nothing but wrestling mostly. Maybe a little bit of Brewers because I'm a big Brewers fan in baseball. But other than that, as you can see, it's all wrestling. Every bit of it, and I would really appreciate it. Well,
go Dodgers. Go Dodgers.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. They got Freddie Freeman now. I ain't mad at you a bit. Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to end it like this, ladies and gentlemen. Kevina, Kevin Edwards, I don't care which one you call him, but just don't call him late for supper. And definitely watch out when he comes to the ring, because he is the San Francisco treat. Just saying. Right. And that is the hashtag truth. We'll see you guys Friday. I don't know who with yet. It might be Greg if I can talk him into it. But we'll see you guys Friday night with another episode of hashtag truth. Y'all have a great night.